Tuesday afternoon again, everybody. Welcome back. It's the drive-through sim series. This time, coming to you from Texas Motor Speedway for the penultimate round of the chase-offs. Joining me in the booth, as usual, is Jacob Hitz.
Hi, hello. How we doing?
And we may get an appearance from Robo Jacob as well. But until then,
that's guaranteed.
We've got
no doubt about it.
Some pre-qualifying underway in this wonderfully updated Texas with those beautiful Sim Series colored walls. You love to see it. And we have 12 uncharted rides, all going to be set in times on the track for the next 10 minutes. And I think for the first time this season, more than half of them will make the race. We have 7 spots available and 12 uncharted cars. So after the 10 minutes of this session, the top 7 in lap times will move on to the main event. But the bottom 5, well, they're still going home early. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much to Jack Hayes for the Twitch resub before we were even live. What a legend. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, pal. Thanks. Appreciate it. And hello everyone on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. You love to see some big crowds. And you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas. Let's see if that applies to the chaos here tonight. So, pre-qualifying so far. John Jones, the first car on track. He's at the top of the board with the 30.0. Emmett Lashbrook and Hoodlum 2002, the only other drivers to set a lap. But we're looking at the number 40 of CodyHGaming, who should be up on the board in just a few seconds. Emmett Lashbrook, first to go below 30 seconds with a 29.976. Kamikaze struggling a little bit. He's exactly half a second off of Lashbrook's time.
I was just going to say he's half a second off. Yikes. But
not what you want to see.
That sounds like the 40 cars season. So.
Is it possible that you can use the pit road glitch so that we can get 46 car fields? God, no. You can't fit. You can barely fit this amount of cars on the pit roads. I had to
more or less the racetrack.
I had to move walls to fit them all in the Toronto pit road, and even then it's a little bit janky. I'd love to, but also, no. It's not possible. John Jones, 29.733. That's pretty darn quick. Emmett Lashbrook is in second. Aiden McCrow. Are you kidding me? Aiden McCrow's in third in the 66. A car notorious for either DNQing or DNFing. Aiden McCrow making his second Sim Series attempt here. He made one start behind the wheel of the 16. Here he is in the 66, and he's third.
What?
That's impressive driving. He doesn't have draft or anything. That's just straight up lap time.
Just straight up speed. Ah, God.
In fourth right now is the 52 of Winty. He's been pretty successful in that car. Has had a pretty mediocre season in the amateur league. But has been doing okay in the 52. I think he's qualified for most of his events. Jared Preston plays YT in the 1. He's up to third place. TS Media. What? TS Media making his very first attempt here in the Sim Series, filling out for David Don, who just got fired from the 34 car. And he's up into 5th place.
You love to see it if you're him.
To the top of the board, Janza. Totally expected. We know that 47's fast. Definitely one of the fastest. TS just moved up to 3rd. So that's going to push Aiden McCrow down to 7th, and Winty is in 8th. Remember, the top 7 at the end of this session will make it on into the main qualifying event. On the outside looking in, Winty in the 52, VGO3 in the 82, and of course, both the PT Motorsports cars, the 46 and the 40, sitting 10th and 11th, and then Cigar in the 24 is in 12th. Good run from Hoodlum so far. He's in 6th. That's a car that struggled to qualify week after week. Good looking car, I might add. It'd be cool to see that 88 make the field. But so far, it's been the 47 of Janza. No draft, no help, but but a 29.645, almost a tenth faster than second place John Jones. That 47 is rocking it around here.
He's flying. Which, you know, with the 47, we see that just about every week, so.
Very, very likely he's going to get a charter next season, and I'm sure we're going to see him continue to compete for wins as he is caught up to and is now passing Kamikaze in the qualifying session. That 40, currently one of only 2 cars who can't complete a lap in under 30 seconds. And here comes Jance on the bottom. So less than 4 minutes left in the session. Emmett Lashbrook in the pits getting some new tires. He's 4th on the board. His teammate VGO3 down in 9th is struggling a little bit.
Tell you what, I'm surprised that there is a car slower in the field in both the 40 and the 46. And it's that car right there, Cigar.
I don't think he's made a single attempt this season. He was called in to replace, I believe, some extra starts left over from that racing kid who couldn't complete the season before getting banned. So I think this is his first attempt.
Didn't he make some attempts in the 66? Or am I wrong?
Oh, you're right.
I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay.
Cigar made,
So
Cigar made an attempt in the 66.
Okay.
Running with TS here, but that 34 significantly faster. 34 is in 3rd place. That 24, well, he's dead last in 12th. So 2.5 minutes left. VGO3, the other one of the mechanized racing entries, he's going to get some new tires and try and set a quick lap. Let's keep an eye on Emmett Lashbrook as he's pulling out of the pits to start a couple of flying laps. See if he can crawl his way up the board from 4th place where he is right now. Aiden McCrow in the 66 looked like he was all set at the start, but then everyone got their laps in and he's fallen down to 7th. So he will still qualify if nobody slower than him sets a quicker lap before the end of this session. So he's got 2 minutes, and you do not want to be sitting on the bubble.
No. No, you do not.
And then with 10 to go, we'll split the field in half and half of them can go the regular direction, half of them
Oh,
go back.
Tango. Thanks for the beats.
Tango Wolf 09 here.
Appreciate it.
Kind of.
X109.
Hashtag Cigar.
Signature 09.
Into 6th.
Wow.
He just jumped over half the pack.
Cigar in the 24 puts that down a 29.839, and just like that, Aiden McCrow is knocked down into 8th place.
And the 46 and the 40 are dead ass last. Go figure.
Wow. But looking good so far for Carnation Motorsports in their home race, sitting 6th and 7th, the last of the 2 transfer positions, pretty much right on the bubble. And they're going to hope that McCrow, Winty, VGO3, or either of the PTM cars can respond in the next minute. Nitro providing us pit updates from the pits, saying the big concern here is tire fall off, as some of these drivers already just after 10 minutes are going about half a second slower than their fastest laps.
Nort says I'm echoey? I think I'm echoey every week just because of how close to a wall I am, but I'm like talking right into my mic.
Fireball,
So
thanks for the bit.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know how to fix that. And like my mic settings are right and everything. I just checked, so I don't know.
So with the timer coming to 0 here in pre-qualifying, the top 7 will move on, but drivers will have a chance to complete their final laps here. We'll be able to see if anyone can put on a cracker and knock someone out. As right now, here's 6th and 7th, both the Carnation Motorsports entries on the bubble, both the PTM entries on the outside looking in. And I believe it's going to stay that way. This Kamikaze just did a 30.4, not fast at all. I don't even think the 46 is on the track. Oh boy. So DNQing from the event, Aidan McCrow in the 66. He came so close, 6,000ths of a second. He gets knocked out by Winty in the 52, also will not start. Same with VGO3 in the 82. And then Drayden Zen and Kamikaze Games. It's just a signature PTM. I mean, they're sitting last and second to last. But everybody else, we'll move them on into the main qualifying roster. And then we're going to have all 42 cars on track battling for lap times to set the order for the Fort Worth 250. So let's move our boys in. Janza in the 47. Of course, he'd made a lot of starts recently. So has John Jones in the 43. TS Media, surprising absolutely everyone. He's third fastest. Then it's the 08 of Emmett Lashbrook. Again, one of those cars you expect to be up there. Same with the one of Jared Preston Plays YT. 24 of Cigar, putting in a very good run for Carnation Motorsports in their home race. Same with the 88 of Hoodlum 2002. And that'll be that. The roster is set, but the order is not. So we're going to get all 42 cars on track, and this could get a little bit chaotic. I believe these guys are going to be struggling for track position pretty quickly here. Hopefully getting some clean air in the corners.
Just a little chaotic, you know. 42 cars to the racetrack trying to be the fastest when the track isn't all that big. Just a little chaotic.
But everything's bigger in Texas.
Is that why they widened turn 1 and 2?
Wasn't big enough.
It wasn't wide enough. They had to make it a little bit bigger.
First car on track, the 85 of Hello I'm You. Reminder that these drivers with the blue splitters, banners, banner corners, numbers, and spoilers, these are all the chase-off drivers. 16 of them. But after next week's race in Michigan, only 4 will be able to fight for the championship at Homestead. Currently sitting at the top of the points is this number 85 of Hello I Am You. He's had a good season, 2 wins. And he's I wouldn't say he's safe, but he's pretty comfortably sitting at the top right now, above the 53 of Richard Herman, the 33 of Carter Friesen, and the 01 of Xander M. All the other cars in the chase-offs, they're going to have to put together a pretty good run over these next 2 races if they want a shot, especially those guys sitting at the bottom of the board, namely the 61 of Pure and the 77 of Hunter B.
Uh-huh.
More tidbits from Nitro. Is not only a home race for Carnation's team, but also for Hoodlum 2002 himself. So good to see him qualify, one of the first drivers to put a time in, so he'll be second on the board, but... Oh, there he goes to the top, 29.750, not a bad lap at all.
Yeah, that's better than what he ran in pre-qualifying. I know we won't really know how fast he is until everybody else puts a lap down, but it's pretty good. Based off of what we saw earlier. I mean, we only had to deal with 12 cars, and they're going to be a lot faster now because there are going to be more cars on the racetrack too to help increase the amount of draft these guys get.
Chase the Coyote, top of the board in the number 7, 29.443.
Well, there's the fastest lap of the weekend.
By far.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hoodlum went pretty darn quick too. He got a 29.573 in there. And Cigar with a 29.721. So Carnation Motorsports is looking really quick here. Especially the 24 and the 88 is surprising because both those cars have had pretty rough seasons so far. CodyHGaming also doing well. He's in 4th place with a 29.7. Hello I'm You sitting 5th ahead of DNP10 and DS Gaming. And as you can read the standings as they scroll across the top of the screen, if you're subscribed on Twitch or you're a patron of $5 or more, you can get live timing and scoring to go along with all of the qualifying sessions and the race. That means each driver's positions, their lap times, their current lap time, their best lap time, how many pit stops they've made, where they started, all sorts of great information, and follow along live. Crispy Fried Racer up to second.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
And he's 2/1000ths off of Chase's lap. So he's nipping at his heels right now.
29.445. About the fastest we've ever seen that 91. Also in the 29.4s, Asteroid Strike in the 98.
We've got 3 non-chartered cars sitting in the top 10. Make that 4.
Wow.
Emmett Lashbrook, Hoodlum, Cigar, John Jones.
TS Media in 10th with a 29.6.
Make that 5.
No, he knocked out Jones.
Oh, yeah.
They all got displaced by Julio Cesar, who just moved up to 6th.
Yep. And Mark Silas jumped up there, too, I think, to push Jones down. Because Jones was in 9th. And now he's in 12th.
Every driver has been able to set a time under 30 seconds, except for the 9 of Fireball. He's been struggling. His best lap is a 30.075, and he's dead last. Never mind, he moved up to 41st.
Past Jake 24. He gained that one important spot. That's going to be the difference.
Mark Silas in the 22 has been slowly climbing the board. We saw him move up to 6th, now he just moved up to 4th.
Rollo 7th?
Wow!
What kind of parallel universe is this?
What a bizarre qualifying session.
Usually he's not in 7th unless there's a 3 coming before it. How in the world did... Sheesh.
That's going to move some of these guys back. Hoodlum's in 11th, Cigar's in 12th.
Maybe this is how you drive when you're at risk of losing your charter.
And all these cars moving up. Hello IMU is now in 35th. That is your points leader, who's sitting in 35th place. As we see some of these drivers.
Did Motorsport switch cars or something? Did they give Hallow their own car?
Well, where's Spook Boy's 24th? Yeah, something's up here.
He's been all over the place this year, though. He's been good, he's been bad, he's been mediocre, he's been good again, and...
And these drivers really are struggling for track space. You can see CodyHGaming stuck on the high side of the 91. TS Media moved up. He's into 7th. A 29.5. Good performances here from the rookies. It's actually really incredible how well these guys have been doing on this track.
Seriously.
With new tires coming back out on track. Provisional pole number 7, Chase the Coyote, as well as the 15 of DS Gaming, another chase-off contender. And as we heard from Nitro early on, tires are really important here in qualifying. You only get a couple laps with the ideal grip before they fall off pretty quickly. You'll see those lap times shoot way up.
And it's going to be something similar that we'll see in the race too. Just the how fast the tires fall off here. It'll be something to watch. I'm willing to bet that just about every single caution we're going to see guys come out of the pit road for tires because they're going to need them.
Oh, for sure. And with this new package this year, I mean, you can see already these cars are starting to clump up into groups. There's so much draft coming off these huge-ass spoilers. Giant-ass spoilers. I always mess the quote up.
You got the 83, the 60, and the 2 there are trying to turn into one car or something. Like, they were all on top of each other. I guess 12 wheels is better than 4? I don't know.
Donut Steel, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy it. 2.5 minutes left in the session. Chase the Coyote still sitting on top with a 24.443, only 0.02 of a second ahead of Crispy Fried Racer. Not much movement at the top, though, even with some of these guys putting on new tires. But here comes the 55 of Rusty Broussard and the 6 of McSpookboy out of the pits. TS Media really turning heads, impressing a lot of people out here. 7th place. in an uncharted car that hasn't been particularly fast for most of the season. And jumping in as a replacement, and he's sitting 7th. Maybe a testament to how good he is or how bad David Dawn is.
Incarnation 41st.
That is not what you want to see.
First to worst.
At your
Champion
home
to
race.
Absolute DTSS bust.
It's been a rough season for the 95. You see he's in the pits getting some new tires. That's a car. This is the champion last season.
Too.
Some of you may notice there's no blue banner, spoiler, splitter number, nothing on that car. He missed the chase-offs in his championship defending season. It has not gone according to plan for What Incarnation. Here he is in his home race qualifying 41st with his rookie teammates sitting 11th and 12th.
Did Carnation have like a bad crash at Pocono or something? Is that why he's racing like crap now, or?
It's been pretty rough.
Like.
Meanwhile, some teams have just come out swinging. Power Sport Racing, the 15's been fast this week. 52 struggled a little bit, but TS is really impressing the 34. Plus, they got the 98 up to 3rd.
Hunter B, 27th.
It's been such a rough chase-offs for the 77 team. I mean, he'd been collected in wrecks in the first couple races. Won a race in Atlanta, which is a pretty similar track, but it's not looking good for the 77. He's sitting in 16th, dead last in the chase-off standings. And if he doesn't pretty much win 2 weeks in a row, he's in trouble.
DTRV is like bipolar at this point because you got Chase the Coyote on top. He led the point standings for most of the year. And then you've got Hunter B, 27th.
Well, he was up there in the point standings as well.
He was.
It's just been a rough chase-off.
And he just... The wheels fell off the wagon. And red flag is out.
Drivers will get a chance to finish their laps. But this will be the end of qualifying. Chase the Coyote, very impressive. I mean, 29 fours. Only 3 drivers managed it. Chase, Chris, and Asteroid. But an impressive performance from Mark Silas, and then the mechanized racing teammates. TS 7.
His first career start, and he's starting in the top 10.
His first attempt, and he's starting in the top 10. And then it's Rolo and Julio.
And then you've got your past champion, 41st. This is going to be a long...
It's going to be an interesting one for sure. So we are going to let that timer finish. Export our qualifying results.
Drivers, to your cars.
And it takes a little bit of fiddling with this old system, but we're going to have to manually get everyone in order and ready to go. Which means we get a little break, but don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We'll still be here. We'll hang out with you. It's okay. We're your friends here.
It's not like we got anything better to do.
That too. Alrighty, let's get these boys up here. This should be fun. I expect this to be very different to how the track ran last year. But we also saw some of the biggest crashes in the Sim series here last year.
Oh, good. That's promising.
And there's a whole lot of draft. I don't know even if you're the fastest car, I don't know if you'll be able to drive away from the rest of the field.
Yeah.
But chat, I'm interested. What do you think? Also, fun fact from Chase the Coyote, this is his first pole since Bristol Season 1. So it's been over a season. Yeah. It's been over 16, probably almost 20 races at this point. I can't believe TS is starting 7th. And then it's Rolo, and then Julio.
Start, and then, yeah. And then 2 of the worst chartered cars in the sport.
But I have been informed by Cigar that Deitch is the last place full-time car right now. Because that 57 has had just a terrible run
Which is
recently.
so weird, because he was running up front at Daytona, and then he got involved in a crash or got wrecked, and it just, his whole season came crumbling down after that point. I don't think he's had a decent finish since, or a decent run since that point.
And that's charter loss territory. Sitting at the bottom of the point standings with a charter? You can't be doing that. So it's looking bad for him and for his team. Hey, qualifying 7th is one thing. Finishing 7th is another, especially in a series as chaotic as the Sim series is. He's going to have to work hard if he wants to stay up there. They don't give points based on where you start the race. Although that would be interesting. Nitro reminding everyone that he's a Sim Series bust. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, orders, we're getting there. We're at 25th. Making our way down here. Getting everyone where they should be starting. Hunter B, 27th. Ben Pie, 28th. I feel like his whole season's been going down since Daytona. It's KHP and Trace and Fireball. That's a fair point, Nitro. Okay, Mech 32nd, then Brad Flynn, Xander M, DNP, Share Present Plays YT. Hello, I'm you, 37th. Not a good run at all. Michael Deitch, 38th. David Alvarez, 11th. So, out of the PT Motorsports cars, the two uncharted cars DNQ'd in last and second to last, and the two chartered cars are starting 38th and 39th. Not at all what they want to be seeing. All right, the grid is set. They will be doing 100 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway, fully clad with these beautiful blue walls for the Sim Series chase-offs. And this is going to be one extra long, extra fun race.
Drivers.
Let's skip on over to the command. And see if Bobby Allison's here this week. He might be.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
It's not Bobby.
Nice and easy, long day. It's going to be a lot of adjustments. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
Drivers will pull out of the pits and on to the track here in these pretty high banked 1.5 mile oval. Chase the Coyote starting from pole. And he's currently sitting at 5th in the chase-off standings, which means he needs to be in the top 4 after next week's race at Michigan. Pretty much all the boys with the blue roof numbers, banners, spoilers, splitters, they all got to do well. Except maybe the 85 and the 53, sitting pretty comfortably out front. But it's going to be crucial. This week at Texas, next week at Michigan, and then it's the finale in Homestead. Season 2 of the Sim series is almost over already. But either way, we've got some racing to do yet. Chase the Coyote on pole. Crispy Fried Racer with a very impressive but also very surprising second place qualifying. We'll see if he'll be able to stay up here at the front. Out of Asteroid Strike 9, Mark Silas and Emmett Lashbrook in 5th place. The drive-through Sim Series Pace van pulls into the pits, and the field winds out of turn 4 into the restart zone. Green flag in the air. We are racing here in Texas. And a great start from the 7, not so much from the 91. Crispy Fried Racer struggling on the outside. He's already down to 4th place by the time they're getting through turn 1 and 2, as they're going 3 wide further back with the 6, the 15, and 92. That's all these chase-off cars battling hard for position. Chase the Coyote leads the field down into turn 3. Asteroid Strike in 2nd. Crispy Fried Racer found his way back up into 3rd, ahead of Emmett Lashbrook, and the 34 TS Media is in the top 5 and getting pushed by the 42 of Julio Cesar past the 08. At the front, meanwhile, 3 wide pretty solidly into turn 1, and Julio goes to the inside of the 34 and bunces him up the track. The 98 just a car length behind the 7, and the rest of the field looks like they're more sorted out as they come down the back stretch in 2 lanes. Julio Cesar hungry to capitalize on a good qualifying. He's getting past the 08 in turns 3 and 4. Emmett Lashbrook has to get way out of the gas, and he's going backwards. And there's a wreck hard into the wall. The 60 and the 15. That's Savage Toy Show and DS-Gaming, and it's a mess. KHP's in it. The 18 is in it. Cars everywhere. A lot of chase-off drivers involved.
Right there. Yep.
A huge accident. On lap number 3. Carnation.
I came back and all I heard is somebody gets turned.
Priya McShane a bunch of damage. Carter Friesen.
Worst to worst.
So many chase-off drivers involved.
Can we re-rack? Try this again.
I don't think so. DS is out.
Chase the Coyotes.
He's out.
Chase the Coyotes going to win the championship just based off of this.
This could be the end of the season for DS-Gaming. He took the points lead at the very end of the regular season. He's sitting 9th going into the chase-offs, and an early retirement is going to cost him dearly.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back and take a look. Flynn has a bunch of damage, so does Mech. This was huge.
It all started in the back half of the field. It all
started with the 24. Oh, that's Cigar getting squeezed. Oh, the 15 gets way out of the gas. I think DS realized he was going to go up into the wall. He comes down in the 24. That takes out the 60. They go hard in the wall. John Jones gets into them, and the rest of the field piles in hard.
Hunter B, I think, barely missed it. Same thing with Xander M. Holy.
Barely.
That's a hard hit.
Carter gets turned by Alvarez, and the 8 of KHP ends up bouncing off the wall after the tri-oval. So I think this is all...
more guys. DNP's in that.
Oh, he gets turned by Hunter. They're all trying to avoid the wreck. Hunter gets bounced into his corner.
Takes out a competitor in the front. Actually, the 9 hooked the 77.
Yeah, that was Fireball.
Oh, Hallow.
Everyone just trying to stay out of this.
We don't go on board with Hallow. Because, I mean, he had a front row seat of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, DNP.
Just, nowhere to go.
Oh, boy. We're going to go on board here with Hello, I'm You.
People there, too.
Everyone back here is in trouble.
Priya gets into the back of Carter. And, I mean,
oh, boy.
DNP missed it and then just didn't.
That was huge. This... Oh boy.
That's got to be at least a dozen cars there. So, Savage is out, DS is out, Brad Flynn is out, Mech is out. Everybody else is still running.
Priya was just checking up, got caught behind the 33, then came the 11, the 95. Ben Pye in there as well.
Richard Herman.
Herman got through all right.
Yeah, he made it through. Same thing with... Is that the 92? Brian Johnston? In that gold car?
That's Ben Pye right behind him.
Okay.
Ben Pye got through there as well. Let's
Everything's
see if
bigger in
Xander
Texas,
M got
including
through.
The wrecks.
Yeah, apparently. Oh boy.
I mean,
Xander went right into it.
Oh, he didn't miss it. I thought he did.
Oh
for
boy.
a second.
And this was all just this 3 wide coming off of turn 4.
Off of 4. And I mean, these guys are so stacked up after a double file start like that. It's bound to happen. This kind of reminds me with the
that might have been DS though. I think DS was just scared of the wall. He got out of the gas. He came down, I guess, more than the 20.
Cigar
and the...
was just in a bad spot there. The 60
oh, there's nothing
came
Cigar
up.
could have done.
The 50, well, I think Cigar, if he would have gotten out of that 3 wide, fine, but he was just kind of the meat in the sandwich. If he would have lifted it, they would have made it okay. The 60 came up the racetrack too much because he has a lot of room down underneath. I don't think he realized that they were 3 wide. I think he thought the 15 was clear or something, and just came up the racetrack, just following Cody. Probably didn't even realize that he was 3 wide. And then everybody. That reminds me of the 2010 wreck at Texas, when they were 4 wide coming out of 4, and then half the field packed it.
So I think just the damaged cars came into the pits. Everyone else stayed out.
Yep, that's what it looked like.
And retirements from the 60, the 15, the 16, and the 97. But some of these cars...
38 cars left. I don't know how many of them are... Oh, there's a modified.
Carnation's pretty well smashed up. KHP, he got spun out and backed into the wall really hard.
He got
has a lot of
dipped and
damage as
fried
well.
there.
Oh, absolutely. Some of these guys are looking a little bit better. The 33, the 41, the 18.
Yeah, they were able to get the side work repaired on Carter because he had a lot of left side damage. But...
Ethan! Hi, Ethan!
Huh?
Thanks for the
Ethan Wondering
sub.
subscribed
Hello.
on Twitch. Best heckin' Tuesday ever.
Heck
Driven
yeah.
one heck yeah, bog
What a
champ
guy.
Ethan you for hype.
Oh, Chad loves you, Ethan. Hello, hi. Can I get a shout out for Ethan Wandering? I was literally watching his stream before this, as I was setting all this up. He's wonderful. He plays different
Actually,
games
it
than
didn't
me,
show
but
up.
he's just a beautiful human being.
Okay, your bot's dead. Hans is dead.
Hans? What?
Hans is just not working.
I opened Hans. Hans.
Well, Hans is closed right now.
All right, hold
Come back
on.
later.
Hold on. We're gonna get Hans up here. I was watching you cry. Ethan got the feels playing some Final Fantasy. Where the hell's Hans? All right, I opened Hans. I literally did it before the stream. I think he took a nap. We're gonna try and get him back out here.
I was gonna say, as long as you get him up, I have the thing ready.
Well,
to
now
go
it says I have
15.
2 Hanses open. What the heck?
It's still not working.
What? Do I gotta put a link in myself? I'm gonna do it myself. This guy is wonderful. Go watch Ethan Wandering.
Still didn't even work.
I got nothing. My bot's playing games. All right.
Hans, you're fired. Get out.
Oh,
We're
what
gonna
did Hans
replace
do?
you with freaking. What was that guy's name? From Heat 4. Freaking
What?
Dave. Dave's racing.
Oh yeah, well, Dave
We're
will
gonna
be here.
bring in Dave.
There you
Screw
go.
Hans.
Go watch and follow Ethan Wandering. He's wonderful. He's great. He has the best community on Twitch. Straight up. No one has a better community than this man. Also, he shouts me out every time I get in his chat, and it's
Hans
really
isn't even
too
watching
much.
the stream.
I have 2 Hanses open. I can see them both. Maybe I have to close them
at
both.
Hans. Device. Nothing.
I'm gonna try another Hans. He's gonna start up in the background. We're gonna try and get this race going. John Jones is a lap down from damage repair,
Yeah.
but everyone
And he
else is on the
finally
lead
had a
lap.
pretty decent day so far. Qualified well. Up in the top 15 and just got involved in that. Was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, Hans is just straight up not connecting. I think I have to redo the whole
Hans and
account
Franz.
stupidity.
There it is. Thank you, Cody.
Hi, Cody. Pace Van's in for lap 8 of 101. Green flag in the air. Oh, and we got some boys going 3 wide on the start. The 42 of Julio Caesar, he's really hungry, and John Jones is way off pace.
This is how
43's
wrecks
driving like a
happen.
parachute. He's going to go to the back. He might hold some drivers up. Chase the Coyote still out front. With the 98 in second, the 91 in third, but side by side, the 34 of TS Media and the 42 of Julio Caesar. Trying to make that
I'm
pass
not
around the
convinced.
outside. He does.
I'm not convinced they're going to make it off the 4 here with that 43 back there. We'll see, but I'm not going to hold my
Whoa,
breath.
getting real close. Emmett Lashbrook to the back of the 34. TS Media has... Oh, caution, caution.
There's is.
Another... Oh! Austin Ripp up and over!
Austin Ripp is ripped. Priya's
done.
Carter's
Cars all over
done.
the place.
DNP's done. That's more championship contenders. That's three more chase drivers that are out.
Carter's out.
They're about to be out. Xander M's in this one, too.
Hunter's destroyed.
Oh, and Hunter. Oh, that's it. It's toast.
That's the end of the season for the 77. That's it.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to come back.
Championship implications. David Alvarez is still racing the line. Oh, my goodness.
Austin Ripp. Rip Austin Ripp.
95. KHP has more damage.
Oh yeah, he needed to balance out the rear end damage with the front end damage.
Oh, this was just a similar situation. Oh.
Yep. Oh, Herman.
It was Austin getting into the rainy.
It was two more championship.
Oh, and he gets hit by the 41. Oh my God.
Priya sends him to the moon.
Jake 24, he's out as well.
And then lands on top of Priya Ryan Newman.
Oh
We're
my.
not at Talladega, boys.
How many flips was that? Good God.
Too many?
Priya and Carter were both trying to just gas it and get through.
Oh, the 77 got up on his side, too, off the hit by Carter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were both sliding back down the track.
Yeah.
And in comes the 41 and the 33.
Oh, that was almost, I think, a worse hit for Hunter than it was for Ripp, even though he went upside down.
Cody, thanks for the 22
hit in the driver's door.
What happened to these guys back here? Oh, boy, Jake went for a wild ride as well. So,
well,
I think
Jake just kind of got collected there. He had nowhere to go.
Austin.
And Michael Deitch, for the first time this season, I think Michael Deitch is actually going to get an accident.
Austin just washes up coming out of the corner. You can see where Herman is, where he should be. And you can't be that far out of line when these guys are going 3 wide out of the corner.
And that too couldn't move up anymore. He was.
And that takes out Jake. Hunter Hunter had nowhere to go.
Oh. And DNP
I feel
plows into him.
We're gonna go on board here with the 77 and watch as his season comes to an end entirely out of his control. 3 wide in front of him. Austin goes up the track. Nowhere to go.
Oi!
Oh boy.
FedEx ground. That car thankfully stayed on the ground.
Barely. But his season has come crashing to the ground.
Ugh. Yeah, so Carter out. Ben Pye out. Actually, wait, I think Ben Pye grenaded on his own.
What?
Ben Pye, I think, died under caution because he's only 3 laps down. He died under that last caution because he wasn't involved in the wreck. He retired on his own accord.
What the heck?
And it looks like everybody else is trying to stay in this thing. DNP, Priya.
What happened?
I think some of these guys are getting towed, but yeah, Ben Pye's 3 laps down with an engine failure. I think he just grenaded right before that caution.
It was before the wreck, yeah. It was coming to the green.
Coming to the green, it just blew up. I think everybody if you have blue on your car, you're screwed. I think that's the lesson that we're learning tonight.
Well, there's one of them in first place.
Unless your name is Chase the Coyote.
A lot of this has worked out in his favor. Priya's in the pit. I think Priya just retired. Priya's out.
Yeah, Priya's out.
Rainey's got some repairs. I think Carnation he's got a hot rod. Xander M, I think, also running a modified out here.
Yep.
KHP, oh my God.
Modified. Like I said, he wanted to balance out the front and the back.
Hunter's still on track.
He's running a modified. Richard Herman lost the back end. And then there's everybody else.
These cars are going to be so slow.
This is going to be just like Daytona a couple weeks ago. We're going to have just an Austin Ripp out. No kidding.
Well,
Jake 24 out. DNP out. And we're 12 laps into 101 lap race.
Into Hunter's favor if a lot more of these guys end up getting involved in wrecks.
But he has to not be involved.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs other wrecks, but he needs
9
to
cars
not
are
get involved.
out.
And it's lap 12, guys.
Correction. 10 cars are out. Good God. Good God.
And you thought the wrecks were bad at Daytona.
And Austin Ripp.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Austin Ripp took, I think, one of the biggest hits we've ever seen. Of course, from Priya McShane. My goodness. I think that's some of the most flips we've seen since McSpookboy at Daytona.
That's the worst accident I've seen since Drayden Zen got turned at Talladega and came back up across the track. Like, that one was bad, but this one...
Speaking of which, I don't think he's made a start since then. He DNQ'd this week in the 46.
Possible. Sounds about right.
So John Jones, still the only car a lap down, still incredibly slow. And we still have over 80-some laps to go.
John Jones is still a lap down, just in case we forgot.
So 31 cars on the lead lap, 10 cars retired. Surprised they haven't had a chance to go a lap down.
Well, no, I'm surprised that the 43 wasn't the reason for that. Because I thought he was going to be the reason that everybody died. Instead, it was just...
I think that was all Austin Ripp.
And we've got like 24 cars is my count that haven't been involved in a wreck so far.
Oh boy.
The top 24 have been all right.
For now. Lights are out in the pace van. That means we're going to go green this time. Chase the Cody will lead the field. Apparently Priya McShane has been transferred to a local hospital. Hopefully she'll be alright. Taking some hard hits this season. And that could be the end of the season for the 41. Green flag. Chase the Cody leads the field.
Good God, here we go.
And it's looking like multi-class racing with the 43 going way back.
And I mean
these guys,
way back.
Oh, the 83 gets put down on the apron trying to get around John Jones.
He's gonna try and dump.
Oh, there goes the 24!
There it is.
Off the bumper of hello.
That's a lot of damage.
That's going to be a caution again.
Back bumper gone.
In the home race for the team.
The cigar just got lit up.
Oh, is that another? Did I just see something else going on? I didn't.
Nope. You're just making
JJ4824YT, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome on in. This is Twitch, though, not YT. But that's fine, too. Hello. Thanks. What the heck happened to Cigar?
This is what DT gets for souping up the LP file.
He's got 2 no-quarter motorsport cars behind him. Hello just gets a run. He just turns him.
He just turned...
I don't know if I have an explanation for that.
Wow. There may be some words down on pit road after this race. Just a couple.
I think
he just turned him.
He got below him. He
wasn't even close.
He just turned him. Just straight up.
He just came up. He just came up off the corner, tried to keep it in the bottom, and then just came up the racetrack and dumped him.
And that is catastrophic for the 24. So all these damaged cars are going to come back in, get some more repairs.
Yeah. Well, some of those guys aren't damaged, like Alvarez and...
Alvarez is damaged.
Well, Deitch doesn't have damage.
Deitch is damaged too. He's taking some small hits.
Well, then those two have just stayed out so far.
Actually, a lot of takers here on pit road. The 34 of TS Media came in as well.
22.
55. 92.
It's kind of hit or miss because now Cody's up at the 6th spot.
McSpookboy as well. And they're going to pull the rear end off the 24. There he goes.
Yeah.
Well. I think Jones is once again going to be on the bottom, and I think they're undamaged until Herman in 21st. So I think we have half the field with clean cars. Well, no, there's guys who took pit stops.
Yeah.
The 08, the 55, the 34, the 92, the 6, the 22, and the 88, they're all clean. 57 has a bit of front-end damage, as does the 11. The 24 and the 77 are destroyed.
It's lap 16, and half the field has damage. Lap 16!
Yeah, it's a solid point. We're going to do a little acceleration action as we try to get closer to this green flag. All right. Jones is back on the bottom. The field still has 3/4 of a lap to pace until we go green again. Chase the Cody has led every single lap so far today. Unsurprisingly, they've almost all been under caution. We've had 4 green flag laps. 4 out of 18. 17 that we finished. 3. Never mind. 3 green flag laps. God damn. But we'll see if the strategy pays off for those guys that did take fuel and tires. But they're going to have to work their way past some of these damaged cars if they want to get back into the lead pack. So, Pace Van, for the 4th time today, going to pull off into the pits. And the 7 of Chase the Cody will lead the field to the green flag once again.
Here we go.
Going racing again in Texas, but for how long? And it looks like hopefully some of these guys get past the 43 all right. They're going 3 wide already with Janza stuck on the bottom behind the 43. He wants to go underneath him. This is going to get dangerous. They're all right coming off a 2, but boy, that 43 is slow. The rest of the field finding a way around him, and hopefully we'll get some green flag racing in. Chase the Cody, still out front, but Asteroid Strike close behind ahead of Crispy Fried Racer, Julio Caesar. Here comes the field. We'll watch him through the quad oval, and we're racing.
And I'll be darned we made it.
But that 43 still holding people up as there goes Trace Ryder to the inside, and all these guys with fresh tires can't get past all the damaged cars, led by the 08 of Emmett Lashbrook, the 55 of Rusty Broussard. He's going to follow him through past the 43 on the bottom.
Back here.
Well, at least it's all the damaged cars on the outside and all the fresh cars on the bottom for the most part, but the 34 of TS is getting pretty hungry out of turn 4. To the front of the field, Chase the Coyote starting to pull away from the 98. It's got a couple of car lengths on him, but that big spoiler is going to get some big draft down the backstretch. You see Asteroid just closes right back up. And it looks like most of the top 10 here staying single file, but the 12 of Anderson Reed getting pretty hungry on the rear bump of the 47. And he goes to the inside out of turn 4. That's for 10th place. Whew. He's going to have a big run in the 9 here as well. He goes to the inside into turn 1. Not quite there. As the 02 and the 83, they're fighting at it. So a battle here for 6th place. AFK going to the bottom of Midlife. Going to be struggling down the back straightaway, though. Midlife gets the draft from CodyHGaming, and he's going to pull out in front. The 12 and the 47, they're still side by side. They've been there for a full lap. Reed finally completes the move. He's got a big run on Fireball as well, but he's going to be held up a little bit by the 00, side by side into turn 1. Anderson Reed making his way up through the field. That's another pass completed. And it looks like
that's Rollo in front of Anderson Reed.
Oh,
How
yeah.
in the
Rollo's
world?
sitting in 8th. Better yet, Chris is 3rd. Julio's 4th.
What?
As most of the field's starting to go single file, the 98's running a little bit more aggressively into turn 1. Starting to close in on the back bumper of Chase the Coyote, but he's going to be struggling for grip in the corners with all that dirty air coming off of the 7 spoiler. And the 00 dropping back behind Anderson Reed. Here comes the 9 of Fireball as well. As the 85 just went around the outside of Janza. Going to be struggling coming out of the corner, but Hello I'm You proving that there is some sort of top side coming into play. Now he's going to be a little bit stuck behind his teammate, the 00 of Rollo. We're talking about how vastly different these guys qualified. Well, here they are right together. And he's going to push Rollo ahead of Janza.
Hello, pushing teammates.
Yeah, the 85 and the 00 working together. We'll go back up to the front here.
Stronger on the bottom, but
Asteroid's still really close to Chase.
that's the closest he's been since the restart.
But Chris and Julio are still holding on as well.
Yeah, well, they haven't seen much pressure.
Yeah.
Because Cody's farther back, and then a couple of guys behind them, and then there's everybody else.
Midlife's been under pressure from AFK for the past few laps. Neo 2 gets a decent run out of turn 4, but nowhere to go with it. And it looks like Hello now getting to the inside of Janza. Rolo, he dropped back. So that move that the 85 was trying to push his teammate absolutely did not work. He lost out to both the 9 and the 47. And now those fresh tire cars starting to make their way up through the field. Here comes the 92 of Ryan Johnston. Emmett Lashbrook in the 08, the 6, the 88, the 55, the 57. They're all on the move. But it's getting pretty dicey back here. This is around 15th place. And it looks like there's only really 2 lanes here.
Well, it's Texas.
On the bottom side is the place to be. Yeah, 2 lanes if that, but Mark Silas is going to try and make it 3. He's going to have to get out of the gas way early, and that's going to let Michael Deitch back in line. It looks like the 1 is struggling for grip on the top side. He's holding up the 61 and the 39 of Trace Ryder. He's going to make a move to the bottom.
Oh, look, Fiasco. What a guy.
Hi, Fiasco. Take a look at the front of the field where Chase the Coyote still leads for Asteroid Strike by about a car length. And now Chris is closed in on the lead 3. Julio and Cody falling a little bit further back. Then it's the 02 and the 83 side by side. We knew these guys were sizing each other up for a while. Finally, AFK makes the move, and Midlife is going to lose a couple of spots, maybe 3, because here comes the 12 of Anderson Reed. Reed to the bottom. He'll complete the move maybe in turn 2. See if he'll be able to clear the 83. He can't. Yes, he can. So Midlife will lose 3 spots in 1 lap. As, whoa, the 92 and the 47 getting real close into turn 3.
How bad do you want that spot? Yes.
Well, Johnston has those fresh tires he pitted for.
Yeah, that's true.
As well as Emmett Lashbrook in the 08. And they're just finding way more grip coming out of these corners. And here he goes in the 12 of Anderson Reed. He's up into the top 10 already. And making quick progress. As Julio Cesar has caught the back of Chris here. Getting on his corner going into turn 3. See if he'll be able to make any move here. Has to get out of the gas early and drop on back.
And even if he didn't go for the pass there, he could have stayed right up behind that 91. Try to give him a push up to the leaders.
Right there again, but he keeps looking to the inside, refusing to work with the 91. But behind them, Hello, I'm You getting past the 02 of AFK Master. There's lots of action here just within the top 10. And it looks like Johnson's going to be stuck on this high side, but can he make it work with those fresh tires? It's hard to tell because they're both being held up by the 02, but here comes Hello with a good run out of turn 4.
Hello, hello.
Wow. Hello, able to clear AFK Master coming out of turn 2, and Johnston's going to go down there as well. Johnston getting some draft from the 85 down the backstretch. He should be able to get past AFK no problem. But the 02's not going down without a fight. All of this a battle for 7th place. But Johnston will complete the move out of turn 4. As now CodyHGaming putting some pressure on Julio Cesar for 4th. Here comes the 28 to the bottom of the 42. And Johnston had a good run as well. 2 lanes down the backstretch as the 98 continues to dip just a line and a half below the 7 of Chase the Coyote. Cody unable to pass the 42, but here comes Johnston with a big head of steam out of turn 4. He's going to pass the 85, maybe the 28. Can he make it 2 cars in 1 corner? If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Johnston. He's been slicing and dicing his way through the field. Here he goes on the inside of Julio Cesar.
Here he goes.
I can't believe he's in 4th place already. I mean, we've
He's
had
been flying.
and other cars have put on fresh tires, but the 08, I mean, Lashbrook's down in 10th, McSpookboy down in 15th, so no one's made them work quite as well as Ryan Johnston.
And he
Up
takes
into third. And that's going to open the door for Julio Caesar on the inside of Chris. We know that 42's been looking at the 91, and with help from Ryan Johnston, opening that gap up, able to clear Chris up into 4th place, and here comes the 85. Hello. Crispy Fried Racer under siege as the 85 just gets below him mid-corner, and the 91 has to yield. CodyHGaming looking to capitalize as well.
Kind of reminds me of Martinsville. Once you get stuck on the outside, you're falling all the way to the back.
Look at the line that the 92 is running. He's going
And
way
it's working.
lower on the track than the leaders. And this is the difference
he's gonna be
that,
side by side in 3.
10 or so laps can do. He's finding grip where the leaders straight up can't. Oh, and he's getting into the 98 mid-corner. Pushing the 98 down the track. And that's going to work for Asteroid. Oh, and there's a wreck midlife around in the quad oval again. That's going to be another caution. Another big pile of Pures in it. Rusty Broussard's in it. Cigar.
Oh, Luke Rainey.
Oh, and Luke Rainey piles in as well.
In the ARCA brakes.
Preston's out. That one's done.
He's toast. Rolo's in it.
Whoa,
Oh,
David. Oh my God.
David, you're blind. Buddy. So, in Asteroid Strike, I think
He's the leader.
The leaders are racing back still. The leaders are racing back.
What? We had another wreck. Cody's in it. The 91,
Silas.
the 22.
Silas, no.
They were racing it back.
They were. Did they? Cody's done.
Silas is out.
Did they just wreck because
Racing
of
it
the smoke that
back
was
to the
already there?
line? Johnston has the
Ryan
lead.
Johnston's in the lead. What? We missed so much.
We have a lot to unpack. We're going to go do that now.
It's lap 39 and we've got like 10 cars left.
Oh my goodness. So what happened to midlife? It was the lap after this.
Yeah, you're a lap off.
He's got Hoodlum on the inside. Hoodlum has fresh tires.
I think... Huh?
Oh!
Oh!
Rolo got at him.
issue.
He got way out of the gas, and Trace piles in.
I think Hallow...
Something went wrong.
I think midlife... Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
something definitely went wrong. I mean, he was so much slower coming out of the corner.
It can't be fuel, can it?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
I don't know if it's tires or what.
What did I say? You don't want blue on your car. That's like the 800th chase-off driver to get wrecked.
And backs it in the wall hard with Rolo.
Hard.
And Trace has nowhere to go. The one TS made it through.
Oh my
We're going to go on board here with the 34 of TS Media.
He's going to need to Clorox his uniform. Holy crap.
Sees the cars wrecking. He goes low, but then they come back down the track. Oh! And he just finds a gap.
And now let's take a look at the leaders again here.
So now these guys are racing it back to the line.
They're three.
Johnston was on the inside of the 98.
They were 3 wide with Cody. I think that's
that
part of the issue
Lashbrook?
here. It's Lashbrook and the FK Master and Cody.
Cody gets a good run into the turn.
But he's on the outside, similar to where midlife was.
Oh no, he gets into him.
And the
midlife.
08 left the racetrack and dumped him.
Oh, and then Chris piles in.
Just dumped him, and Chris wasn't ready for it.
Oh, and then the rest of these guys, they're all racing back to the line. Silas gets right into it.
Silas just barely clips the 28, and it kills him.
And we're going to go on board here with Janza. Because once again, I cannot believe...
Nobody retired. Nobody's retired from the race.
Not yet. I haven't run pit stops yet.
Oh, did you pause it?
Yeah, Janza got through okay. Just so we can take a look at all of this madness. 22's out for sure.
He's got to be.
The 55 has a bunch of damage. The 24 is even more.
Cigar doesn't have a ton. It's more right side damage for him. Luke Rainey is toast. He's going to be a modified.
Yeah, they're going to pull the front
gonna
end
be a
off, but he might still be on track. Everyone's going to come in a pit now because we had a decent run of laps in. So
Yeah.
good strategy from the 92. Absolutely worked out perfectly. They took the lead. And now everyone's pretty much equalized on these pit stops.
See who gets off pit road first.
So far, Chase the Cowdy has led all but 2 laps. Asteroid Strike led 1 and Johnston
And
led
those
1.
2 laps were as the crashing happened.
Yeah. So 4 tires and fuel. Here comes the 92.
Oh my God, the 92 just beat everybody
Great
out.
stop. Well, he was the first one
I
in.
am third.
Chase had a slow stop.
Hallow just gained 7 spots.
Did he take 2? I don't think it's 7 spots. He entered the pits. Yeah, he just has an early pit box, so he was 5th.
Oh, he was 5th. Okay.
So he passed Julio and Chase.
Cody's out.
I'm not surprised. He took a
Cody's
hard
out.
hit.
Preston's out. Midlife is out. John Jones is still alive somehow.
Oh my God. And here come all the hot rods. The 8, the 77. Mark Silas is about to retire. He's going to be out for sure. 24 might be out. Nope. Cigar's still in it. Rolo's still in it. Silas is out.
There goes the 22. Yep.
Let's watch them pull the front end off of the 2 here. There it goes.
There it is.
And
you
these
later,
guys are,
pal.
they're going to be struggling to stay on the lead lap here. As we can see all the damaged cars racing off of pit road. Here comes the pace van. Go, boys, go. And it looks, oh, Pure gets turned by Herman.
Pure got turned by Herman. My God. They can't even stop wrecking under caution.
Well, they beat the pace van out, so at least they'll be on the lead lap. My
Pure
goodness.
just got dumped. They're 3 wide coming off pit road. What is this?
I think that we're all just racing hard to beat the pace van. They're coming off pit road
I like
3
the
wide,
effort.
and that didn't work out.
Ethan, he ran plenty.
I ran so many test races. Shut up.
There ain't anything wilder than the Simpsons, for sure.
You can run 1 billion test races, and it won't go to plan. It never will.
Never has.
Oh my God, midlife is out. So, oh my God, midlife, Silas, Cody. Those are your retirements from this incident in particular, as all the hot rods got to get themselves sorted out. Who goes where? And who has my hood? It looks like Pure will get the spots back from when he was unceremoniously dumped coming off of pit road by Herman. He's going to get back in front of him, as will the 01. So with that, let's count how many clean cars we have left on track. I counted 13 clean cars. Everybody else has damage. Once again, I'd like to remind you that 42 cars started this race.
And we still got more than half of this race to go. And here comes the inside line.
David Alvarez, John Jones, everyone else is on the lead lap, impressively enough. I mean, this car is on the lead lap. Cars without fronts, cars without rears, cars that have neither. But they're still getting points. So for lap 43 of 101, we're ready to go green again here at Texas Motor Speedway. And hopefully we'll stay that way, but likely not. Ryan Johnston in the lead of the race. He's currently going into this race. He's 13th. That's not your lane, hello. 13th in points.
He was just getting that draft. Under caution.
But he did have better tires than the rest of the guys around him on that last run. See if he'll be able to hold on to the lead from a hard-charging 98. And the 7 of Chase the Cowdy, who led so many laps, some bad pit stops, moves him down to 6th. Pace van is in. Green flag is out.
Here we go.
We're racing again at Texas, and the 11 and the 43 are going backwards. No one knows where to go into turn 1, but most of the leaders manage to figure out that they can go around the outside of them. Some of them, not so much. Here comes Fireball on the bottom. And that's going to leave Anderson Reed stuck on the outside, but it looks like they're going to get through them okay. Further back, cars are going 3 wide, and this could get dangerous, especially in 3 and 4. We've seen this, a troublesome spot on the track. Boy, Chris is slow.
Yeah, he's slow as molasses.
Johnston leads Hello IMU into second place. To the bottom. Side by side for the lead in turn 2. Hello.
He is flying. Hello, hello.
Third to first, and we have 2 chase-off Dodges out front, and the 98 goes to the bottom. Oh, they're getting real close into turn 3. Ryan Johnston trying to hold on to the lead on the outside, but he can't do it without that tire advantage. And here comes Asteroid up into second. So a couple of spots lost for the 92 to the 85 and the 98, and AFK's back into the picture, up in a 4th place.
Just a friendly reminder that the leader started in 37th today.
Hello, IMU proving he deserves to be in the points lead.
Spots.
The only driver to get 2 wins so far this season, and it's been a great year for that 85 car. Here he is leading again with Asteroid close behind, then the 92, the 02. Julio Cesar still holding on to a top 5 runs so far. He's kept that car clean, which for him is quite impressive.
Yeah, really. He hasn't gotten back there in traffic, where there's been a lot of chaos.
Chase the Cody, Janza behind him. Anderson Reed, Emmett Lashbrook, Fireball, McSpookboy up into the picture, and Hoodlum is running 12th.
So what happens when the whole field crashes?
And then it's a 34 of TS. He had to spend some time getting around some of the slower cars, so I don't think he's going to be in the draft of these leaders. And it is important.
Yeah.
With these giant-ass spoilers, the draft is all important, and he is struggling now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get another caution and he'll be caught right back up. Speaking of caught right back up, here comes Asteroid. He's right behind the 85 on his rear bumper through the quad oval.
Cigar, you're in 16th because there are cars without noses right now. That's why you're in 16th. Aerodynamics still exist.
Take a look at it here.
I have no idea how Chris is so slow.
No, Cigar lost a few spots.
Crashed that.
39 and the 00 got by again. And TS starting to close in a little bit on the 88. But he's running half a second slower, so he won't be fighting for the lead anytime soon, that's for sure. But fighting for 6th place here is Janza to the inside of Chase the Coyote. Chase led 36 laps so far, but
hasn't really been good in traffic. He was good out front, but everybody's good out front when you've got clean air.
So Janza will complete the pass into turn 3 up into 6th place behind Julio Cesar. Anderson Reed also looks pretty hungry behind the 7 car. That's Hello IMU starting to pull away just a little bit from Asteroid Strike as they spread out a touch. And Janza goes to the outside of Julio Cesar into turn 1. Won't be a passing move, but he could get a better run down the back here.
I was going to say, we'll see how that one works for him. The outside typically doesn't work all here.
Whoa, it's getting tight again into turn 3. But
and they've got so much room on the bottom.
Oh, he's got to get out of the gas coming out of the corner, and Chase the Coyote's going to help out on the bottom. He's really trying, though.
Yeah.
It looked like he had it right down the backstretch and into turn 3, but now he's on the outside of Chase the Coyote, and that would lose him a spot. See if he can get a good run down the back. Not enough. But he will clear the 7 in turn 3. Chase had to get out of the gas to enter the turn, and now he's going to try the bottom coming out of turn 4. Janza's been working his racecraft on the back of Julio Cesar for a number of laps, finally completes the pass. So into the top 5 goes the 47. And Chase the Coyote will follow him through. Yeah, I'd like to remind you that Hello IMU absolutely dumped the 24 early on, so probably not the most popular car sitting here in first place. You know,
Yeah,
having
but he's-
dumped the guy driving for the local boy. We got some good battles behind him as AFK's caught back to the 92. He's looking to the inside. Chase is getting to the inside of the 47 of Janza. And Anderson Reed and Julio Cesar going side by side. 2 by 2 by 2. Into turn 3, and they're mostly sorted out. Everyone except for Julio, and he's going to struggle on the outside of turn 4 here. Anderson Reed should be able to make that pass. Skylord XR3, thanks for the Twitch follow. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your time here.
We've been green for what? Just about 10 laps now? 10 or 12?
I think the longest run we had was 20-some.
Only because we've got guys that are 19 seconds behind the leaders, so we're going to see lap traffic in a little bit.
Oh yeah, here comes Chris entering turn 1. He's the slowest car right now, as the leaders are
Chris
coming out of
and
turn
Hunter
4.
and Carnation, all the guys without noses.
Do we have
One follow
699
away from-
Twitch? Oh my god.
You were at 690 the other night, so it's possible.
That's damn cool. Fuel window is 65 laps, I believe.
What do we get at 700 follows?
Beef stream.
That's what I figured you were going to say.
Took me a while to think of it. Beef stream, Friday night. Oh, Chase is getting to the inside of the O2.
There should be like a slab of beef in the infield or something. Heck with the owl. It's Texas for crying out loud. Just
Beef.
we need the beef. And Ethan's gonna follow with a frickin' Joker account because there it is.
Yeah, Trop's done that enough. 777 might be a good special number, Nitro. That's a solid point.
That better be like a 77-hour live stream. That's a little much, but
41 plus 65, they might make it. They might be able to make it on fuel, but if we do get another caution, they're going to come for tires.
oh yeah.
Because tires are so important. As you can see, remember that when that 92 was just driving around everyone so much faster? Chase!
Now he's
Chase!
getting passed.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to try and make it 3 wide.
I thought he was. So
He's hungry. But
He
yeah,
wants to
no,
get back
you
up to
can't
the
make
front.
that move there.
He wants to prove himself as a championship threat.
But Jans is still stuck behind Johnston. That 92 without its fresh tires is not too fast. Jans has a way better run out of the middle of the corner and going to get to the bottom down the backstretch like he did on the previous lap. And oh, getting real close together in turn 3.
Jeez.
But that will secure him 3rd place. Jans will be able to close in on the leaders as well as he can here, as they're getting pretty close to Chris. There's the 91, and there are the leaders. Starting to spread out more now, where Hello I'm You almost half a second ahead of Asteroid Strike, but still within striking range. As Johnston now has a rear bumper full of Chase the Coyote. 92's been struggling on this run.
And lap traffic is a thing.
Oh, and it's going to get in the way of Asteroid. It's going to give him a lot of dirty air in the middle of the corner. I think Hello got by all right, but Asteroid just caught him at a bad point in the track. So that's going to really... Oh, Jans is going to have to get off the gas as well. You hate to see it. Chris will move out of the way, but only on the exit of the corner. And here's the 92 and the 7. They're right there, and they also have a run on the 47.
Because 47 got slowed down so much. Lift.
Looks like the 91's finally staying on the outside through the corners. That's going to let the 12 and the 02 by pretty comfortably. But that's not it in terms of lap traffic. The 01 got 3 of the modifieds. They're coming out of turn 4 right now as the leaders are entering turn 3.
Racing.
Oh, and they're going side by side. Oh boy, this is a sight to behold. Oh, and they're still going to be side by side when Hello gets here. So that's going to hold up the leader. Oh, and he's getting right to the back bumper of the 77. He's not happy. He's going to give him a little something in turn 4.
Alan's just trying to wreck everybody today. Oh.
Well, he doesn't want to be held up because his lead is going to nothing. Here comes the 98 to the bottom, sending it in there.
And he's leading the points. Yikes.
He just needs a solid finish at this point.
I don't blame the 77 for trying to block him. He knows that's a competitor.
But he's got so much damage. It'll open the door for the 85 and the 98 to get past all of the modifieds. Jansen's going to have to put in some work if he wants to get by the 77. Actually caught him at a good part of the track. Oh, and he thumps him! The 77 into the grass!
Saved it.
Hunter B blocking a little bit too aggressively.
It reminds me of Michigan when they were using lap cars as weapons. It's almost what happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting past in the grass there, Cody. And the lappers are going 3 wide with Jansen stuck on the bottom. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. The 01 and the 95 side by side coming to turn 4. The 47 clears them, but now Johnston has nowhere to go.
47 got on the loud pedal there in 3 and 4. He won out.
So this is really splitting up the leaders here. There's now Reed stuck on the outside. AFK is actually going to let him get back in line and get underneath Carnation. Oh, it just barely squeezes by him. Now it looks like finally they're going to be stuck on the outside. So we go back up the field to the leaders. They're exiting turn 4. So they're still pretty close together, but definitely not within drafting range. Jansen's going to have to drive it if he wants to get back to those leaders.
But he can't burn off those tires too much.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was 0.2 faster in the previous lap than both of the leaders. So he's going pretty good in that 47 right now.
It's a good sign.
Next up, the 11 and the 43. Jones and Alvarez, of course, they're going 2 wide. As we've got Pure in the pits. Unscheduled, but that car's been in the wall, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was something resulting from damage. But we'll hear more on that, I'm sure, later on. LOMU caught up to these lap cars. Going to be held up a little bit by David Alvarez. Now he'll go to the bottom coming out of turn 4, but he can't get past Jones. Jones throws a bit of a block in the quad oval. He's still going for it with a push from Asteroid. Getting a little bit loose in the quad oval, but they're getting to the bottom in turn 1. Hopefully getting underneath John Jones. Yes, he will. That's going to allow Jansen to close up, but he may have to work to get around the 11. He catches him on the straight. No problem at all for the 47. Oh, he's got to get out of the gas because he's on the bottom into turn 3, though. I thought he had it all sorted out, but apparently not. Another car in the pits here. Oh, it's the 24 of Cigar.
I was going to say that's Cigar.
So he's going to go a few laps down. Another unscheduled pit stop as a result of damage, I'm sure. So, the leaders end up in a pretty similar situation. As Hello leads from Asteroid and Janza. And the rest of the field now a little bit stuck behind these lappers. But Julio Cesar is up in a 4th. So he got past Johnston at some point. And they're going to try and squeeze their way past the 43 and the 11. Asteroid struggled a little bit. He's fallen back from Hello.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was 0.2 slower on the previous lap. So I don't know if he got out of shape in the corners or what, but he's struggling a little bit, allowing that 85 to pull away and the 47 to close in. But it's getting pretty dicey back here with the 43 and the 11 are so slow. Someone else is trying to blow by on the bottom side.
Minimum speed policy when?
I wish I could enforce it.
Seriously. I'll just make it all online and start ejecting cars. Good luck with that.
So the 24 is back out on track. He's 2 laps down. As is Pure.
Getting a report from the deaf pit reporter Nitro that the 24 had overheating issues and the 61 had some damage repair that needed to get repaired. He had damage that needed to get fixed.
Chase the Coyote looking to the inside of the 92 to get back into the top 5. He still led the most laps tonight. And just getting to the inside of the 92 through turns 3 and 4. And wisely enough, Johnson's going to give him the spot. But that could cost him because here comes the 12. Very similar looking white and orange cars here. Battling for 6th.
And the only difference is the blue on the one and not on the other.
At the front now, things are starting to close in a little bit more. Asteroid Strike getting settled in back in that draft. Janza bet he's going to be there as well. And this could get real fun as we get closer and closer to the end. I think they're going to be able to make it on the 55s coming in. Problems for Rusty Broussard. He had damage as well.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be able to make it on gas. But boy, these tires are going to be struggling at the end.
They're going to be out on ice skates for the last 10 or so laps. 10, 20.
Ice skates in Texas. There it is.
I mean, maybe.
So there's the gap between 3rd and 4th. Julio Caesar and Chase the Coyote a little bit further behind. They're busy fighting each other. They're not going to catch up by doing that. The top 3 continuing to pull away. They were all at least a 10th faster in that previous lap. So it looks like the strongest 3 cars this race have gone out front, as the 12 and the 7 are still battling. And we got another car in the pits. One Carnation in 95. These guys might be cutting this last run in half because they might as well fix the damage. I mean, the earlier they come in. Yeah, because here comes the 77 as well. KHP as well. So they're going to cut this run in half, get some new tires on it. And Janza's... I look away for a minute. The 47 is past
There it is.
the 98 into 2nd place. So a good move from Janza. He's caught up, and now he is past the 98 with the leader in his eyes. Now, let's go back to the streets of Toronto. It was the 47 and the 85, wasn't it? Battling all day long? Somebody fact check me on that, but I believe Janza led the first half of the race, and then Hello passed him and got the win.
What track?
Toronto.
That sounds right.
Cigar says I'm correct. So, much like the 15 and the 01, they finished 1-2 in back-to-back races in Pennsylvania earlier on. It looks like similar rivals have found each other, but boy, the 98's getting right on the rear bumper of Janza coming into turn 3 and 4.
And the 98 doesn't have any points to worry about. He's just going with the...
Same with the 47. He knows he has a charter for next season.
Toronto, there it is.
Janza dominated, and on the restart, Hello took the lead. Hello has led the last 35 laps. So one more, and he'll have led the most so far today. That's Chase the Coyote, who led the first 36, is struggling, and these guys are still battling. Chase is pitting! Chase is coming in! So have the leaders. All 3 of the leaders.
Everybody, Lashbrook's pitting.
Into the pits they
Boy's
go.
in the top 10, excuse me?
They're all pitting at the same time, too. This is just going to be a pure battle of pit crews. Janza has an early box. He's going to have the benefit of a cleaner entry, maybe a cleaner exit. But Asteroid started on... No, Chase started on pole. So Asteroid's going to have the 7 in front of him as he comes out of his box here.
Yep.
So this could give the advantage to the 47. As we're struggling to get cameras on it because there's a bunch of cars driving by. Hello holds on to the lead. Then Janza. Then Asteroid a little ways back. So Julio stayed out. Anderson, Johnston, Fireball, Hoodlum. If we get a caution right now, this could throw absolutely everything way out of whack. But Hello I'm Mute will retain not the actual lead, but first of these drivers who pitted with a decent gap over Janza. So a great pit stop for the 98. For the 85, rather. Nitro reporting that a tire fall-off has caused these guys to be nearly 3 seconds slower than their fast laps. So we can see him absolutely tearing through the field right now. So it makes sense that the damaged cars were pitting early, and now the leaders are going to come in and get some quick laps in. They will be good till the end.
Now, Hello I'm Mute set the fastest lap of the race. I don't know when he did it, but
it was a while
somehow
ago.
he passed Anderson Reed for the fastest lap.
Won't be this time because he just got caught behind Trace Ryder.
Yeah. These guys that stayed out are stupid. Julio, Anderson, Fireball.
Well, if they can get to the end, they might not be stupid.
I mean, yeah, they've got everybody else trapped a lap down. But
well, here they are
with the faster tires. They're running 2 seconds faster at least.
Right, but we've got less than 20 laps to go, and they're over a lap ahead of the guys who pitted. So the 5 cars that stayed out are coming here in turn 2, and this is a battle for the lead. Anderson Reed to the bottom of Julio Caesar.
If they intend on pitting, this is the dumbest strategy they could ever.
I don't think they intend on pitting.
If they're going to come onto pit road, this is stupid because they're going to lose every single spot.
Unless they get a caution, in which case there's only 5 cars on the lead lap. They weren't going to get there. I mean, if you follow the leader, you follow the leader. These guys had already lost the draft of those lead 3. They're going to try and mix it up here, and they're going side by side for the lead with Anderson Reed. And Julio Caesar led a few laps, but Reed takes it out of turn 2. And here comes some of the damaged cars on fresh tires. Oh boy, Rusty Broussard.
Rusty.
So, for reference, these drivers at the front, the leaders, are doing 31.5-second laps. The guys who pitted and have fresh tires, they're working their way through traffic, and they're doing 29.5s. So here comes Hello I'm Mute to unlap himself, and the leaders just look like they're almost stationary coming out of the corner.
Go back to the 88 for a second, because he was really slow there through.
Yeah, he's just on old tires. Look at Hello. He's going to be getting right to the inside corner of the 92. Johnston wants to hold up the 85 as much as possible, and rightfully so.
Look at the racetrack coming off of 4. Just bumping him.
Hello on those fresh tires.
This is dangerous for these guys.
It's just flying past them. My
the last
goodness.
thing these guys need is a caution.
Well, Hello's going to get back on the lead lap as he just unlapped himself from Anderson Reed. But he has 15 laps to catch all the way back up to these guys and pass them. So all sorts of fantastic strategy battling here late in this race. As Jans is struggling a little bit more, he's got a lot of traffic to deal with. He's going to be losing so much time. Because all these damaged cars, they have fresh tires, but not quite as fresh as the 47. But he's also caught up to the 92 and the 9. And he's going to try and go 3 wide into turn 3. And with those fresh tires, it might just work. And it will. But he is way behind where Hello is. Hello is coming out of the quad oval. Jans is just crossing the start-finish line. Anderson Reed still leads from Julio Caesar, but all these cars are just unlapping themselves. Look at this, like it's nothing. Just flying past.
Yeah, it's like they're standing still.
AFK looking to do the same thing, going 3 wide with these damaged cars. It's a mix of damaged cars and off-strategy cars, guys who haven't pitted yet.
Yep.
So
Anderson Reed is still out in front.
Herman damaged, but also with fresh tires. Seems to be running about the same speed as the leaders. So just a bizarre scenario as here comes AFK trying to get back onto the lead lap. He's past second place. Here he comes for the leader. So once he gets past the 12, that'll make it 8 cars on the lead lap, 5 of which have yet to pit and probably won't. Anderson Reed won this race last year, although not quite in the same way. With only 10 to go, or coming to 10 to go, Get an update here. Hello IMU is entering turn 3. Anderson Reed, he's middle of the backstretch. So the 85 still has a long way to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna come down to the wire here.
It really is. With these guys just standing still, if the 85 doesn't get caught up with slower traffic, I think he has a shot.
Oh, look at
They're
this
3 wide
mess
back
of
there.
cars.
Jeez.
Emmett Lashbrook's going to go 3 wide. He wants to waste as little time as possible. Same with Chase the Coyote. They're just trying to get their way back onto the lead lap. Because the last thing they want to see is a caution right now. If they're stuck a lap down, that's pretty much it. So McSpookboy back on the lead lap. Emmett Lashbrook and Chase the Coyote, they're on the bottom looking to do the same. Anderson Reed has been very polite. He's been sitting in the middle groove, allowing these guys to get their laps back. He just wants to run it clean, protect those tires as much as he can. So Julio Cesar's still in second place, but he's letting some faster, fresher tire cars by as well. Hi, Sean. So we're going to have to keep an eye. Anderson Reed entering turn 3. Hello IMU's crossing the start-finish line. So he's making very, very good pace right now. Hello IMU is running 31... He just ran a slow lap because he had someone in the way. But these guys are running 30.5 lap times. The leaders are running 31.9s. It's a second and a half.
Yep.
Hello MU is 22 seconds behind Anderson Reed, and he has to make up all of that in the next, what is this, 6 laps? Reed's going to cross the line right here.
Long way to go and a short time to get there.
7 to go.
And he's got over Anderson Reed has a second over Julio.
Yeah,
So
Julio had
it's-
some trouble with lap
It's
traffic.
Anderson's race to win right now.
Fireball
Hallow's
is in 3rd.
20 seconds right now is the gap last time.
Hoodlum is in 5th right now. He's the last of those cars that hasn't pitted.
Yep.
And this could be the winning strategy. I mean, they're making this last. They must have been really easy on those tires as soon as they put them on.
5 to go. I think.
No, not 6 to go.
6 to go? Okay, then Cigar can't count. Because he said 6 to go last time by, so.
This right here is coming to 5 to go for Anderson Reed to try and make it 2 seasons in a row to dominate Texas. But 17 seconds is the gap. So Hello is closing and he has clean air in front of him. But the more laps he puts on those tires, the more they fall off, the less he gains each time around. And this is going to be close. I can't believe the battle we have here.
Yeah.
Hoodlum 2002, the last of those cars who hasn't pitted, he's sitting.
Caution! Caution!
Caution! Caution flag is out!
That's the race!
Chris is
Who's
around.
McSpook Boy's in it. Oh my god, the leaders, look out, guys!
Spook Boy's in it. Chris is in
Boy's
it.
around in the middle of the racetrack.
That's going to be the end of the race. I think Anderson Reed just won.
Yeah, because they're going to be coming back to 4 to go here. And we're averaging 4, we're at 4 laps under caution. This is the race.
Anderson
That's
Reed.
it. Anderson Reed just won because Chris just died.
Well, that was the strategy. If you get a caution, you're in position to do it. And that's going to cost McSpookboy a lot as well. Let's go back and take a look. And it was Janza. Janza was so hungry to catch back to the leaders. He knew every single pass was critical. Coming out of turn 4, gets to the inside of the 91, and Chris just comes down on him. And he goes backwards into the front stretch wall, and rightfully so. Oh, it takes out Spook Boy.
Herman did a great job avoiding that.
Spook
Another
Boy
chase-off driver
was running in the
and he's
top
dead.
10. He was running in the top 10 with just a few laps to go.
Oh my goodness. Chris is out. He'll finish 28th.
Hunter B.
Boy will probably be out.
Hunter B is going to finish in the top 25. after getting destroyed in that first wreck.
Yeah. Cigar's going to finish 22nd.
Oh my
21st,
goodness.
excuse
Yeah,
me.
after getting dumped into the wall and then collected in another wreck. We'll go through the order here. Anderson Reed is going to win. Julio Caesar finishes in second. Fireball third. Johnston, another chase-off driver. He's the first of the chase-off drivers. He's finishing fourth. Yeah. Hoodlum with a top 5 for Carnation Motorsports. Then it's Hello I'm You who comes home in 6th. He will comfortably stay in the points lead, so still a good run from him. Janza in 7th, AFK in 8th, and Asteroid Strike 9th. Chase the Coyote will round out the top 10.
Michael Deitch is going to finish 12th.
Wow. Lashbrook 11th. There are 11 cars in the lead lap. Deitch, TS Media 13th. Ahead of Rusty Broussard, Richard Herman, Trace Ryder, KHP, Rollo, Rainey, Pure. McSpookboy still losing spots. I think Cigar's going to finish 21st.
Yep, he should.
So they will pace this one out. One more lap. Officially, 28th onwards retired.
Soon to be 27th.
Spookboy, yep. We have 16 retirements. And a lot of them are chase-off drivers. DS Gaming.
Seriously. Over half of
Benpai,
the cars that didn't
DNP,
finish chase off.
Priya, Carter, Midlife, and now McSpookboy.
Savage. It's Savage.
No.
No, Savage.
Much like Asteroid Incarnation, he missed it this season.
Okay. That's right, because he finished second at Daytona. Benpai won Daytona at the beginning of the year.
These standings are going to be really interesting.
And Michigan is going to be not my problem next week.
Remember when KHP got turned into the wall, backed into it? They pulled the rear end off.
Yeah,
then he got involved in a
was
wreck, and they pulled the front end off. And he's going to finish
ahead of Luke Rainey, Pure, Cigar.
In this car. This.
We've got some Eric Jones like cars out here right now. Except none of them are going to win the race. So yellow and white flags at the line.
Anderson Reed makes it 2 years in a row. No one else has won at Texas in the Sim Series. And in two very different fashions. He's going to win 2 seasons in a row here. DualShock, that 77 is not in second. He is 3 laps down. Make no mistake.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
But I think he's going to pass McSpookboy at the end here. Because of all these caution laps.
Maybe. Yeah, he will. Next time, bud, he will.
So Xander won 2 at Pocono? Yeah. Xander won 2 in a row at Pocono.
Yep.
And now Anderson has won 2 in a row at Texas. Thanks, Paul Cat. Paul Cat 324 Fan01. Thanks for the follow. And that's number 700, everybody.
You love to see it.
Thank you so much. We're going to do something special once we hit 777. What? I haven't decided yet because I can't plan ahead. But 700 is a lot. And I believe, let me check my Twitter because it was real close. Real quick.
I said we should do a...
I'm 4 away from 900 on Twitter.
I said we should do a clown rail, but it's hosted by like Cody and Sloppy and Rusty.
That's a pretty good idea.
Just all about driving through.
Zed Dog Enterprise. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in.
701. Halfway there. Checkered flag. Anderson Reed wins a mess of a race at Texas.
My God, look at this.
Take a look at this mess.
So we're going to go ahead and save that export and then get ready to take a look at what...
Accident, coolant leak, engine camshaft, retired, engine piston, engine header, accident, 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 engine failure, retired, engine camshaft, retired, retired.
We're going to have to figure out what the heck this does to the point standings as we go towards the final race in the chase-offs before the Final Four. And it's anyone's guess. I mean, we know who's leading. We know Hello is leading. We know Chase the Coyote is back into the top 4. The all-important top 4. But apart from that... well, let's take a look. Looking at the official standings with 2 races to go. Hello, I'm You in the lead. Herman holds on to 2nd. Chase is up to 3rd. Sander M is sitting in 4th. Then it's Ryan Johnston, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, Midlife, and the drivers in trouble. McSpookboy, KHP, Pure, Hunter B, Ben Pye. Hunter, are you kidding me? Hunter gained like 3 spots.
And he finished 25th.
I think. Ben Pye 13th, DNP 14th, DS Gaming, Priya McShane, they're done. Season's over. I don't even think they can mathematically make it in.
DNP 36th, Priya 35th, DS Gaming 40th. What was the other one?
Ben Pye.
Ben Pye 38th.
Yeah.
None of them were close.
So hello.
They were all out by lap 20.
Oh, Michigan's going to be fun. Hello, Herman, Chase, and Xander in the top 4. On the outside, looking in with a realistic chance of being able to fight for the championship at Homestead. Ryan Johnston, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, Midlife, and McSpookboy. KHP and Pure have maybe a chance. Everyone else is pretty much out of it. I don't see Hunter, Ben, DNP, DS, or Priya getting in at all to the Final Four. We're going to take a look at the math in the off season. Of course, all standings, updates, how you can be a part of the Sim series. Make sure you join the Discord. There's a link down below. Let's take a look at the rest of the standings as we go further down the order. Savage Toy Show is the best of the cars not in the chase-offs that have Rusty Broussard, Fireball, and then AFK. Carnation has climbed up to 21st, but after being the champion last season, that shouldn't be any feat. Anderson Reed up to 22nd. Mark Silas dropped a lot. He's down to 23rd. And then it's Asteroid Strike, Brad Flint. Julio Caesar's up into 26th. I mean, you would not have thought that going into this season.
He's turned it on the last 3 races. Tell you what. 2
top 5s, 3 top 10s. It's worked out pretty well for Julio Caesar. CodyHGaming 27th, then Jake 24 and 28th out of Mechanized Chaos, and Janza, who is now up into 30th. Good run from him, considering he's run 3 less races than everyone around him, and those races that he has run, he had to pre-qualify his way into. Then it's Trace Rider, Michael Deitch, Rollo down to 33rd, Emmett Lashbrook, Crispy Fried Racer down to 35th, ahead of David Alvarez, who has run 2 less races than Chris. And then it's Austin Ripp, and a lot of these guys that haven't run all of the races. So I think Rollo is the last of the cars that have run every single race. Michael Deitch just barely passed him. And I'm going to take a look at the owner's points. I can't show it to you, but really quickly, the 84 is going to lose a charter for sure. The 00 is almost definitely going to lose a charter. And the 57 might. But only if the 08 keeps doing well. So we'll take a look at that over the last couple of races. Whew. What a show.
Man,
TS Media, up to 60th in the standings. Oh, I do.
Well, I know you do, but nobody else does. Except for the person that's taking the spot. But
yeah.
they're gonna need some luck next week on their side at Michigan. That's gonna be a chaotic one. That's for sure.
47 will get a charter next season. Yeah. We will have, as Jacob's talking about here, we'll have someone special in the booth next week, and then Jacob will return for the finale. Thanks for, doing almost this whole season with us. This has been fun.
It has been.
And I look forward to many more.
And when homestays and
Who knows?
Well, thank you for watching the Sim series every Tuesday afternoon. After this, we have a core race that starts in pretty much 1 hour. And then there's going to be a clown reel tonight, so I'll be streaming that over on the YouTube side, actually this time. Nothing tomorrow. We're going to finish Catherine on Thursday and then maybe do something after that, depending how much time we have. And then Friday, 8:30 p.m., beef stream. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you all then, or in the Discord. Thanks, friends. Appreciate you. Results will be up. I'll do them up now. I got you, Cigar. Thanks, everybody. Bye, everyone.